In this video, I'm going to give you two different trades taken on two different days. This will clarify and clear most of your doubts. So though it is lengthy, it is worth watching. So there are two different videos clubbed together. So please watch it completely. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the updated the session on updated HADP indicator. In this session, we will see can how we use this indicator for trading. Okay, very important one. So the first point is we have two sides, call and put charts loaded, right? That is most important because this setup purely works on confirmation on the other side. I'll tell you why it is so, right? So the first thing is two charts loaded, one is call and one put. Now the important question, which call option should I load? Which put option should I load? Now this is the first question that will come to the mind, right? So the pre-market settlement, we wait for the pre-market settlement at 9.7 or 9.8, whatever it is. And then we take a 300 points below call option and 300 points above put option and load them into the charts. Now why 300 points above and below? Why 300 points below call and 300 points above put? The reason is very simple. We do not want the theta decay or the other parameters to erode our premiums. So we are targeting at least a 0.7 delta. So just to make sure that we don't complicate things like delta and theta and all these things like I told you, to keep it simple, I'm saying you can use a 300 points below call and 300 points above put on your chart. Okay, this is one way, I mean based on the pre-opening market price. Second, you can see where the market opens, and from the market opening you can keep 300 points below call and 300 points above put. So that is the second method of choosing the strike price, either based on pre-market or based on opening price of the Nifty spot. Okay, now for that we have this value, right? Nifty has closed at 25,683. And Bank Nifty at 6113. So for Bank Nifty you can keep 500 point down call and 500 point above put. That is a bare minimum. Okay, you can go up to 800 points down and 800 points up also. Now the pre-market is settled somewhere around 25,888. So let's round it off, right? So the pre-market settlement price is at 25,888. So we will keep the 25, what is it, 300 points below 25,600, right? So we'll go to the options, we'll load the 25,600 call option. On the put side, we will keep 300 points above is 26,200 put option. Now we have kept both, and now we will see what happens and how to use them. Okay. When the market is opening with a big gap up, now you see that the price is coming close to the band, right? So the trend anchor, it is very close to the brand. Now we are at, let's stop this now. We have not got any signals. Nifty has come to 25,815, right? That means 300 point below. We will quickly shift to a 25,500, or even if you want, you can keep it like that. Doesn't matter. Okay. But the best thing is to move to a 300 point down. So 25,500 call option and 300 point above is 26 100 put option. We will avoid the 50 strike prices. Okay. What does it mean? For example, if Nifty is at 25,850, okay, what is 300 point below? It is 25,550, right? So we will avoid that 50 strike price and take 25,500. Similarly, on the upside, it is 26,150. In that case, we will avoid 26,150 and take 26,200. That is what it means by saying avoiding 50 strike prices, because the liquidity is less there. Okay, and the bid to bid asked and uh, buy difference is high. Now the trend is, the candles are very close to the trend. Let's see what happens. So it is actually touching the VWAP. It is printing, and it has printed a exit and a sell below, right? So the 1 minute candle sell below is printed. Now comes the importance of this settings. Where is the 3 minutes? It is in alignment with the buy, right? 3 minutes is in buy. Now if I go back to the setting and turn on use higher time frame trend, this cell is vanished, right? It is vanished because I am getting a sell signal, but my parent candle 3 minutes is into buy. So it is, when you say use higher trend filter, it only if there is an alignment with the higher time frame, it will print that signal. So here it is vanished. Okay. Now let us see. Let me remove this. Let me use the VWAP. Okay. See, it just come back the moment I removed it, right? Let me use the VWAP filter and see. Now if I use the VWAP, it is still showing because this candle has closed below the VWAP. Fine. Now I am switching on use Lakshman Rekha. Now this will disappear because Lakshman Rekha is here. The candle is very well above. So sell signals above the Lakshman Rekha will not get printed. So if I turn it on, that is gone, right? So that is the importance. Now for now I am not keeping anything, alignment, everything off. Okay. That's for you to understand the importance. On the put side also same settings. I have switched off everything. Okay. Now what you see is it printed a sell. It did not break its low. It printed a exit. Now exit will print irrespective of whether the buy gets active or sell gets active or not, because exit is actually the trend end. That is what it means. Okay. Now here on the put side you got a sell below at 274.3, right? A sell below printed and it has next candle broke that low. Whereas on the buy side we have not got any buy. So if you are an option buyer or an option seller, whatever it is, if you see this print is sell below 274.3, you should not immediately jump and sell. Okay, you must wait for a buy above candle to print here, and the buy above candle must break, only then you should sell here. Similarly, now I am option buyer, right? There is no buy signal on the put option, so I will wait for a call option buy to print and break its high, only then I will go and buy option. Now why? Very simple logic. Let us say that I am going to invest, let us say 200 rupees is my option premium. Okay, just for example. Now 65 lot size, that means 13,000 rupees is my investment for buying a call, right? Now I want to make sure that when I take this entry with this 13,000 rupees, I should not lose money. How will I make sure? I will make sure by waiting for the put seller to come in, right? Because the put seller requires 1.75 lakhs of margin bare minimum to sell a put, right? So when you are buying a call at 13,000 rupees, you're making sure that the bigger guy has deployed money of 1.75 lakhs, right? So for that confirmation, we wait. In this case, the big money has come according to this 1 minute, but we are not bothered about it. We still have not got a buy signal on the call, so we will wait. We will not do anything. So it has hit 391 and it is still above the anchor, and this has given us a move from 357 to 391. Let us say around 35 points. Yeah, close to 35 plus points, right? So I have not used any higher time frame. Now if I switch on the higher time frame, probably see here. Yeah, so it is in buy only, right? 3 minutes was in buy, so it's fine. If I use VWAP, it will still be there. It is above the VWAP. All the three parameters also, it won't make a difference because this buy came when the 3 minutes was in buy. Above the VWAP, Lakshman Rekha is somewhere here, so it is above the Lakshman Rekha. So this, whether switched on or switched off, did not make a difference to this buy, right? On 1 minute, it has given us 35 plus points, right? Now, as I told you, I always exit 60% at 12, 13 points and 20% at 24, 25 points, remaining 20 points, 20%. I keep it with either stop loss to cost. If that cost is not hit, I will wait for an exit to happen. Now let's see what it did. It has given an exit now, so we are out of the trade. That's all. So with that, we complete how it is to be used. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to this session on the updated HADP indicator. So we'll see in this session how to use this indicator. Okay. Now we will first discuss what are the strike prices that we should choose. Okay. Now Nifty pre-market has settled at 25,922. So let us round it off to 25,900. So what we do is we take a call option which is 300 points below the pre-market price and 300 points above put option. Okay. In this case, 300 points below 25,900 is 25,600. So I have chosen 25,600 call option, and above is 26,900 plus 300 is 26,200 put. Okay, now these are the two that I have kept on my screen. Now the question, so this is one way, right? You wait for the pre-market settle, and based on that 300 points below call and 300 points above put you load. The second way is you wait for the market opening, see the opening price, and based on the opening price you take a 300 point below and 300 point put above on the chart. Doesn't matter. Okay, now I have taken a pre-market price of 300. Now the question is why 300? Because we need at least a 0.7 delta. That means for every 1 rupee movement of the underlying asset, which is Nifty, right, futures or spot 1 rupee movement, we want an option that can move at least 70 paisa, because we want to get into trade quickly and exit quickly, right? So we want that momentum to be there. So we are choosing a slightly ITM call option, or maybe we can call it deep ATM call option. Okay. So we are choosing something like the 0.7 delta. So not to confuse with delta, gamma and all those things. To keep it simple, I'm choosing a 300 point below call and a 300 point above put option. So now we will have to wait for the market to open and then we will see how to use it. The markets have opened with a gap up. So the call option is printing a buy above 312.25 and the put option is printing a sell below at 298.8. Okay. So when such big gap ups happen, you have to be a bit careful. So let us wait and see. So since we have kept a 1 minute candle, right? So we will wait and see. Safer traders always use 3 minutes and with the alignment. Okay, you can keep it, use higher time frame alignment on. In this case it won't make any difference because your higher time frames are all in buy, right? So it will not matter. Above VWAP and above Lakshman Rekha now will not matter. So if you keep it on or off doesn't matter now. Okay, now you see it has broken the low, or sell below is broken and you have got an entry already at 315 and it has moved to 320 now, right? But since it's a gap up, you must be very careful to take profits, quick profits. Okay, so 315 entry already and it has hit 325, 326. So already 10 points it has given. So let's wait and see what happens. So it has hit 332 already. It has given you that 12 points minimum that we wanted, right? It has hit 332 already. So you exit 60%. On the put side, you can see how it is falling. Now, as I told you, the key is that we wait for the sell side to take a buy above, right? You have to wait for this candle to break the low on the other side. The reason I told you already is that, the reason is that we are making sure that by sell below on the put side breaking, right? We are making sure that the person who has sold the put is putting 1.75 lakhs to 2 lakhs of margin money versus you buying, let us say 300 into 65, right? Or let's say 70, around 22,000 rupees is what your investment is for buying a call, versus for him it is 1.75 lakhs to sell a put. So we should wait for the sell below to trigger. Only at that time, if buy triggers, right, then only you should buy. So this is the real price, right? And this is the Heikin-Ashi price. Heikin-Ashi price is 326.45. The real price is 326.4 now. So this is what the real price, actual price is. This is Heikin-Ashi candle. Okay. So you can see that 325, 328, right? It is showing. So just wait and see. Let us see what it does. For now, it has given us the points we wanted. It has given us 17 points already. So I'll go on pause and we will wait and see. The Nifty running price you can see here. This is the Nifty price. I don't know why it is not updated. The actual price is 25,920.65. 917 now. Yeah, it is updating. Sorry. And now you see it is now slowly coming down, right? So, and the trend is still up. So 60% you should be out already if you want to follow the best practice. Sometimes it can give you 100 points, 200 points also. Okay, so there should not be repenting, because you still hold that 20% for the exit to print, right? So if it gives you a higher move, then be happy. That's how I trade, but it is left to you on how you want to, because if you're trading more quantities, then it is always good to de-risk, right? And and exiting a profitable trade into loss is the foolishness that anyone can do. So let's see what happens. For now, I'll go on pause again. See, if you are not taken that 60% out, that too after a gap up, all more common sense, right? We are opening gap up, big candle. You should be very quick in taking those 12, 13 points, right? Now, see, you may repent that it has come back to your cost price, right? Now, the question people ask is, can I take it now? Purely depends on your risk taking capacity. As far as this trend doesn't change and you're okay with the this stop loss on closing basis of a 1 minute candle, it's fine to take a long again. That purely depends on you. Now you see, had you not booked that 12, 13 points quickly after, especially after that gap up, now it is below your cost, right? It will show you negative MTM. So if it is only one lot, doesn't matter. You can hold till it prints exit, right? If it is one lot, there is no problem. You can hold it with till it prints a exit. But when you are holding big quantities, 60%, you should. It's better to de-risk at 12 to 13 points. The higher the time frame, the higher the money you can expect. Okay. Because higher time frames actually will roll over the positions for the next day also. For example, if I change this to 15 minutes, so you would have got a buy around 285. That too at 9:15 yesterday morning, right? The whole day it was consolidating, right? So you can see that it broke the high. It was consolidating, and today it has given you that move from 285 to 332 on a 15 minutes candle, right? On a 1 hourly candle, it is now printing 332.45 by above. So let's go back to the 1 minute and see whether it has given you an exit. It is still not on exit mode, but it is below your cost. So very important that you exit. 1 minute is for scalpers, right? Otherwise, if you want to be very safe, you just wait for 3 minutes candle, right? Now in the 3 minutes candle, you see, if I put a call and put on a 3 minutes candle, 3 minutes has printed a sell below, it has not broken, but the 3 minutes has also not, and 3 minutes had printed yesterday a buy at 3.6. Now that buy is still on, right, on the 3 minutes. So from you carried over yesterday, probably today you would have got 30, 40, 50 rupees higher on a 3 minutes time frame. So we'll switch over to a 1 minute time frame again on both the sides, and let's see what it does. I'll go on pause now. Remember, the stop loss is only when the trend changes to red, and the beauty of this indicator is it is a reversal indicator. Okay, even if it is hitting a stop loss, you need not worry. Okay, because if at all, for in this case we cannot call it a stop loss hit even if it hits exit now, because it is given you what it should, right? 12 points I told you is what you can expect on a 1 minute candle. It has given you more than 12 points. In fact, it has given you from 315 to 332, around 15 points plus 17 points it has already given you, right? So it is doing what it is supposed to. So even if it is hitting, let us say you bought here and immediately next candle it is printing exit also, you don't need to worry, because if that happens, the put side will give you a buy entry which will give you double the money of what you lost on the call side. So this is a reversal trading system. One side stop loss hit will give you big money on the other side. It will give you a bigger opportunity on the other side. For now, I will add a pivot indicator to see where we R2, R3 are, but I will add it to the code later. Okay. So I will use the standard pivot. So Yeah, R1 is at 307, which has got printed. Now 355 is where the R2 is. So let us wait and see whether it hits stop loss or it goes and hits the R2. Keep in mind always that a buy above, when it gets printed, a horizontal line will get printed. Sell below, you will get a this thing. For buying a call, sell below must be broken. If not, you should not buy. Okay. For example, in this case at 9:15, 9:16, in both cases, in 9:16 this candle broke the low, 9:16 this candle broke the high, right? So it is a good entry. But if you are getting a buy here, but sell below is not breaking here, you should not enter long here. You will wait for the sell below levels to break on the put side, only then you will buy a call. Let me make it very, very clear. Okay. And I've told you the logic also. We are buying a call waiting for the sell below to break because the seller needs 1.75 lakhs for selling one option. So we get a confirmation by breaking the sell below that this bigger guy has entered with 1.75 lakhs as investment. Now with 13 or 20,000 rupees of my investment, I will join this guy. If this guy has to make profit, I may not make that much profit as he is making because of the decay and all that, but I will make a decent profit if not, and most importantly, I will not make loss. That confirmation is what we wait for, right? So keep that in mind. It has already hit 341 now. Okay, so 315 to 341.75 it has already hit. So it has given you almost let's say 25 points easily, right? So still the buy is going on. Let us see what happens. $349 is the high now from 315. Okay, and it's very close to the R2 now. And see the put. So getting a confirmation was good for us, right? So 292 it is broke and now it is at 258 for the put seller. It has come to 255, so he is also making money, and along with him we have also made money, good money now, right? From 315 to 350 is the high now. 35 points on a 1 minute candle already given. Let's wait and see whether it is able to cross that R2 and go, or it gets stuck, right? So at R2 you should be very careful, right? So you see this indicator will only give you entry and stop losses, right? For it is for you to book profits. Your greed and your emotions play a very important role. So don't get too greedy, but have some kind of, if you want to trail to some other price that you have in your mind, or maybe the previous candle, if there is no wick, right? If you want to trade after so much of points, if you don't want to lose, you may trail to the previous candle's low, let us say 333 and not, so that you don't lose any money. That is one way that you can, but the indicator doesn't bother about all your trailing and all that. For it, till the anchor is green, everything is fine. That's all. Looks like the horizontal ray is actually printing the Heikkanashi price, not the real price. There is a bug. I will fix it in the next update. So it is actually not, it is printing the Heikkanashi price only, not the real price. I will fix this bug as well. But for you, it doesn't matter as of now, since you know what it is doing already, right? So it has already hit 350 levels for us. So let's wait and see what it does. See, it has hit the resistance 2 and it has hit 358. It is crossing R2 now. So already from 315 to 358, okay, which is huge. 3 minutes, of course, it is running from yesterday, right? 285 it gave an entry, and if you look at the post yesterday, my post on in Stock Mavericks channel, I had posted very clearly that since today was consolidation and the does not give any signal on a 3 minutes thing, I expect it to be a trending day tomorrow, right? Now that is because here it gave this buy at 288 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is why I posted that tomorrow is going to be a trending day, and I, as expected, we are now 78 points above from yesterday's close. So we have hit 300, almost 360. Okay, 360, and we got entry at 315. 45 points done on 1 minute candle. And you see that we are near that R2, right? So one lot holders, you don't need to worry. Even if your stop loss, it's, as I told you, it's a reversal system, right? So still the anchor now has gone up to 330. So it is, that acts as a trailing stop loss as well for you. Okay, but not that it comes and hits, because it may touch and bounce back again. So you need exit to print and close, not just print. Sometimes it will print because it's a Heikeneishi candle, no? It will print and then vanish. So you have to wait for the exit to get printed on a closing candle, then you exit your position. It has hit 365 high. You can see here. It has hit 365. 50 points completed on a 1 minute candle. Let's wait and see. Now the price is hitting the trend anchor. Let us see if it prints an exit or it jumps and goes back from here. Okay. Let's wait. So it's printed an exit. That's the trade out. Trade is gone. And now we have a sell below printing, but there is no buy above on the call side. Now that the trade is over, what do? We should shift our strike price. Now Nifty is at 25,931. Let me check if that's right. Yeah. So rounded off to 25,950, right? 300 points below will be 25,650. We don't take 50 round points, so we will stick with 25,600. And maybe upside also we can change now. So 25,950 plus 300 is 26,250. So we will switch over to 26,300. Okay, so we don't have, now these are almost equally priced, right? So we will wait and see. There is a sell below that was printing, it has vanished. So that is why I told you must wait for candle close. So this 1 minute buy at 315 hit 367, right? Almost it has given more than 50 points, 52 points in fact, on a 1 minute candle. What more can you expect, right? But do not expect daily this kind of movement on 1 minute candle. Always book 12-13 points majority. If you are only a one lot holder, you can wait for exit to print. We have spoken about it many times, right? So I'll go on mute now. So we need a fresh signal on the buy side. So see, it is hit now. It has hit the exit. Sell below will come only when it breaks this lower line. So what is happening is it is actually touching the lower band and going up. But still we gave an exit here, because just to make sure that sometime what happens is when it breaks this lower band, it will break with a big candle. So to avoid that kind of, losing the profits, exit is given here. Now once again this candle starts moving above the upper band and we get a buy above, we can re-enter. That's okay, right? So protecting profits is important. So I'll go on mute now. Meanwhile, I will show you the importance of why we should wait for the sell signal to break, sell below to break when we buy. Okay, so I'm going to a 25,500 call option and we will look at yesterday's trade. Okay, on the put side it was 26,200 I suppose. Okay, and let me go back here on the 1 minute candle. I think it was in the morning. Or was it 25 200 call? 25 600 call, I think. Let me check once. I will include it at the end of this video, okay? When I post it for after editing, I will post. So when I post that, I will add that part because I'm not able to locate it now. So for now, I'll go on hold. So we are waiting for a fresh buy signal. The trend is all 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, everything is into buy. With the score of 4, any score above 3 is good, and all the time frames are having a score of 4, which makes it very clear that this is a buy on dips. So for the calls, on the put side, we are seeing everything is on the sell side with a score of 4, which means that every rise in the put will get sold into put writing is active. So the trend looks up only. Okay, so we will wait for fresh signals. Though if you see here, the call printed an exit, the put did not print an exit at all, right? So that's okay, never matter. So it is not that you have to wait for an exit to print here, then only you will exit your call. You've taken a call, you will see exit, you exit, that's it. And if there is a continuation of the trend, it will give you a fresh buy trigger, then you buy, that's all. Okay, so let me go on mute now. When you see price within this orange, that means the price is consolidating. Okay, between the lower band and the upper band, it is consolidating, it is printing orange. On the put side, it is not doing anything like that. It's a clear trend, the put sellers are active. See a put buying, pullback of the put got sold into, as I said, and it started to fall. Call side, maybe because of option Greeks, there is some consolidation that's happening. And this fall has led to this rise here. Let's wait and see for fresh signals. Now again, it has printed a buy above, and already this is in sell only. So we have to wait for this candle to close, not immediately jump because it has printed BA. Okay, wait for this candle to close, and next candle it should break the high of this candle. Okay, so we need a real time LTP to break the high of 363. So let's wait. There is a bug in the real time price, I told you, so we'll have to fix it. I will fix it. But now it is a buy above 363.45. So if your price actual LTP crosses 363.45, you can buy, because put side we already have a confirmation. The put is already into sell only, right? The trend is down only on the put side. It is below the candles only, below the red one, right? So we don't need a fresh sell below to happen here, because the existing sell below itself is continuing. There is no exit. So we can buy if it crosses this level. So let's wait and see. I've fixed the code now. I've made some changes to new program. I will release this version. Now this is the actual price. The last edit price is showing correct now. So it has not broken the buy above yet. So there is no entry. We are waiting. So as you see, the 363.45 did not break, and it is coming down. So there is no buy active now. On the put side, the put is back to the trend line, right? I mean, it is very close to the cloud. So let us see what happens now. For us, there is no trade. Our earlier trade at 315 entry made a high of 367 and odd, right? And it gave an exit around, let's say around 340, right? 340, 345 levels. and the buy above, fresh buy above is not yet triggered. So we are waiting. So I've fixed the pivots R1 to R4 and also the real-time prices, right? So everything is fixed now. I will release this update later today, and pivots also have got added now. R2, R3, everything is got added, right? Everything is got added. So you can expect the update today evening. So I'm removing the standard pivot that I was using, and we'll apply this entire layout. So you still see that what you are seeing is the put is hitting the cloud and again coming back, right? Call side is touching the band and still not breaking and still sitting there. But we have not got a buy above crossing, real time price crossing the buy above. So we wait. No signal for us on 1 minute. What's happening on 3 minutes? Lately, let us quickly check. 3 minutes, yesterday's signal at 285 is still running. Okay, so we will stick to our 1 minute candle. So if you are waiting for a 3 minutes trigger, today you would not have got anything. Fresh triggers would not have come because yesterday's 285 at opening it broke and start to move up. Price is very close to that buy above now, still not broken. Crossed, buy active now. Let's see what it does. After entry, it is still sitting at 361.35. Let's see what it does. Probably with this trade, when it gives an exit, whether it hits a stop loss or this thing, we will wind up this session recording. Okay. Absolutely doing time pass, not doing anything. Still there at 359.55. Price is now moving 366.9, which is just 3 rupees above the cost. Let's see what it does. So it has given us that 12 points already, 363.45 to 374.55 is the high, right? So that 11 points, 12 points is already done. So let us see what it does. Put side, the fall continues. So now it is 375 on the call. 12 points given already on a 1 minute candle. Let's see. 378 now. 15 points done. Let's see. The price is back and it is printing an exit now. We will have to wait for the closing candle to see if it is printing, if it gives a clear exit or it vanishes. Okay. On the put side also we are seeing a exit getting printed. So let's wait and see what happens. So it has printed an exit at 361 for you. That means a 2 rupees loss if you are not booked profits here, right? At 300, it went to 378, it gave that 15 points. Okay, so one lot holders, if you did not book, then you get only a 1 rupee or 2 rupee loss for the exit. That's all. So we'll close it for the day.